Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's trapping season here in Oklahoma, and unfortunately somebody hit a deer on the county road in front of my house. Now I've already spoken with the game warden and I'm free to move it to the backside of my property, get it off the road. But I'm going to set up a trail cam around that, and I'll get my traps out here soon, but I'll throw some pictures up on the screen of kind of what is back here going after the carcass. So hope you enjoy. Okay, I've got the carcass dropped off. I'm gonna go ahead and put a cell cam up so we can keep an eye on what's out here after it. Sad deal when you're on your own property and you got to put cable restraints on all your cameras. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go get some cedar branches and I'm going to cover up this carcass with it. So those of you fellow fur trappers, I'm sure you already know where I'm going with this, why I'm covering carcass with cedar branches. Some of you may not. I'm covering the carcass because I am after a specific predator. I've got several on this property. I've got a lot of bobcats and coyotes on this property. And doing the same method, I was able to harvest 4 bobcats, 2 one day, 2 the very next day, in the same traps on the same set. My buddy JP taught me this. He's been trapping for many years and has had real good luck. So covering the animal, covering the carcass is that's something cats do. Cats like to bury their food and their findings. So basically I'm going to cover this carcass, the majority of it, with cedar branches, and I'll have a few spots opened up, and we're going to watch them for a few days on the trail cam, and then I'll come put some sets out, and with any luck we will be getting us some bobcats, maybe some coyotes. It seemed like last year when I did this, when the bobcats came in, all the coyotes went away. Okay, kind of went a little overboard, but basically what I'm doing is I'm burying the carcass and I'm opening up a few spots around this animal for the predators to go into. This is real common what bobcats do to their food. Okay, so this thing's covered up. We'll keep an eye on it with the cellular cam for a few days and kind of see what we got coming into it. I'm sure by tonight there'll be some bobcats in and around this thing. Maybe some coyotes. I've got a lot of coyotes running through. So a big reason I trap is because of the predators after my cows and after all the nest birds like the turkeys and the quail. Bobcats are really hard on a nest, so are coyotes. Coyotes are hard on calves. So that's my main purpose of trapping, is to just help the cows out, or the baby calves, and to also help what few turkeys and quail we have left around here. So I made all the openings on this side just because it faces the camera and I want to get a better look and see what's coming through. Once I get an idea and I'm ready to come down and put my traps in, I'll open up a couple spots, or one spot on the back side, and I'll probably have 3 to 4 traps around this carcass and then some spread out around the area. Okay guys, I'm just doing a little update here. That carcass has been back there for about a week now. I've seen several coyotes and look like some domestic tomcats coming around it. So I noticed last night that a lot of the brush got drug off from the coyotes, kind of messed everything up. So I'm gonna kind of sneak back there a little bit and see if I see anything, or put the brush back over it like I want it, to kind of direct them to the front so I can get some better footage of them. Well, actually, as you can see, the coyote stole my carcass. I drag it all the way over to here. So I'm going to drag this thing back, cover it back up, and we'll go from there. There's obvious coyote activity down around the trap area, so I'm going to go down, I'm going to move the carcass back, cover it back up, and I'm going to put a whole bunch of traps out, all on the fence line, some flat sets and some blind sets, probably some step down sets. Anyways, that's what we're going to work on next. All right, the carcass that the coyotes drug off, we've got it back in place over here. And I've got my buddy JP over there. He's going to show us how to correctly put traps in. Certain ones. He's pretty good at explaining that stuff, so we're going to get some traps put in, get this carcass covered back up, and we're going to have all sorts of traps set up around here for our furry little friends.
The things I do for you, buddy.
JP, what kind of set we gonna put right here?
I call this a trash pile set since we're using this deer for bait. Not gonna really put like a bait hole or a flat set type deal in here. Just using the deer as a bait and attractant. And hopefully it works out pretty good.
Hope so.
It's done pretty good in the past. Here and other places. I usually like to use a beaver carcass instead of a deer, but I haven't been beaver trapping. Whoa. Always set your anchors. Down to the night latch. That way that pan sits level. I'll have to do a little more digging. Levers of the trap will sit down in there. Always make sure that trap
Fairly solid.
is really packed in there solid so it doesn't move at all. Because if it does, a coyote will step on it, feel it move, step back, and he'll be gone. He'll dig it up. Using peat moss to start with, because it'll help keep the trap getting moisture on it. And it's real spongy, so you don't have to use a pan cover. Sure that's all nice and level. Now we'll top dress it with some of the dirt that we use to make the trap bed. That way it kind of blends it in. Kind of come back and smooth out these hard edges. And I get caught by a trap. Kind of want about where the pan to be the lowest spot in their trap bed.
Well, that's one down. Many more to go.
This is also a real good set for possums and coons.
And skunks.
Yep. I almost hit one on the way over here.
Yeah.
Oh, you butthead, you don't have a stake to drive in.
Do what?
You don't have a stake to drive in with that one.
Steak.
Yeah, you're setting that one?
Oh, no. I was just going to put that one out wherever.
Okay.
I was going to just do another flat set.
Pretty close to the flat set.
Yeah. You could almost call that a step down almost.
Yeah, it is a little deep. Step down though is more, I'll show you in a little bit, a better example of a step down. My version of a step down. Everybody's different, so. I'm really glad I didn't bring that freaking monster with me. I'd have been chasing him all around over here. I'm gonna ask Casey if she could have babysit. But Peyton wouldn't know what to do, would he?
No.
That's a dog trap, just so you know.
Yeah.
I didn't see. The only one I saw that was. I
Should be,
didn't see any that were dogless.
should be one more dogless.
You want this one?
Yeah. Should do that one. I prefer them.
I do too.
I need that driver.
The what? The driver.
Yeah.
Her dryer.
Not yet. Hopefully we don't fall in the creek.
should have brought some dog proofs, damn it. Got a bunch of them over there by the feeder. And
The feeder's empty.
Oh, you do. I was gonna say we ought to put a flat set on one side and a dirt hole on the other and see what happens. Yeah, I couldn't get my, as soon as, like, it was a pain in the butt to get it to pull up and turn. It didn't want to move. All that water in the water table right now is making things gunky.
So these traps all have a night latch on them, which kind of evens the pan down and makes them more of a hair trigger. Okay, that one is on the night latch.
Now take them, I know you already know, but take them, pack around the jaws with some dirt, help bed it in there. Somebody's had a dirt hole right here before. You using a hammer?
Nope.
Or you want me to wait a minute? Get it on video.
Yeah, wait just a minute. You might give me that
Peat moss?
Yeah. I think it's pretty solid.
Looks like it.
I've got it packed in pretty tight around it.
Well, sometimes that's what it takes.
I tried to lessen it around the
Levers.
which
Almost stepped right there.
I'll step there after we set it.
Yep.
Screen.
Sifter. Not bad. Not great. Yep. I got
Okay, we got the carcass there. There's a set there. And a set right here. We also moved some cedar branches along the fence line where the trail's coming through. Funneled it just a little. We're going to set a trap over there in just a bit. Okay. JP, what set are we going to do now?
we are going to do a dirt hole set.
Yeah.
We're going to use this auger to make our bait hole right here where we've done it in the past. And hopefully not get hung up in this tree. Usually try to go at least 10 inches with the hole so they don't get it out. Get the bait out. That should be pretty good there. Now we're going to make our trap bed. I usually go a little past my hand, stretched out, and just a hair offset to bed the trap in. And less tree roots get in the way. Gonna do it on this side. And find another tree root, or 3. Try to save the little worm. There we go.
The lighting might be a little better since the sun's on a shitty spot.
And then always. That one ain't going nowhere.
Got the old jet fuel there, a little bait.
Good one. Jaws are a little tight.
I always push it back up too.
Especially that one. Now you gotta watch when you do that, when you push on them jaws, because sometimes you'll get just enough pressure on it that it
Trips it.
trips it. Rock solid. Put some peat moss to go over it. Probably ought to sift that, but it'd been nice if we had some
Good dirt.
dry dirt.
Good luck. Fish down here on this bottom.
If I was gonna walk up this way, just up here. It's a dirt peat moss. It looks like, anyways. All right, time to lure. Whew. Lure. Now we're gonna put a little bait in the hole. About a bit like that. Shove that down in the hole. Kind of wipe our bait stick off right there. And then we're going to squirt some coyote urine on our backing. Right here. And that set is done. Alright, so this is basically just a blind set. And what we're going to do is we're going to clear out a spot where we know the coyotes will come through here. Would be better with a cable restraint or a snare, but you know, do what you got. Dig our trap bed right here, right in this tree root. Try not to get hung up in the fence.
I'll have to cut that one.
Nope, I'm gonna leave that.
Okay.
Use it kind of like a guide.
Yeah.
And we'll just put our trap in there.
It's not night latched.
Okay.
I left it.
Well, I just looked over and saw a set trap and I was like, I don't want to grab that yet. Not like that. This is gonna be fun. How do you pull these up last year?
Winch on the side. Look good.
Yep.
Not much effort.
Well, I guess I had a little more trouble than you did. Thank you. All right, we'll night latch this.
This way I just have a turkey.
Huh?
Thought I'd have a turkey.
Oh. It's always a plus. That's why I got into trapping, was to save the turkeys. Make sure that trap is good and bedded. Probably too much peat moss.
It ain't gonna rot or flood and freeze.
Now we'll take these pieces of wood, kind of use them as a guide here, to try to force that coyote to step in that trap. Maybe that tree root too, if it'll stay from going back over the trap. Here we go. Now hopefully that should work.